Welcome back to episode 3 of our Pop and Swap Challenge for Mythic Legion. So if you've been watching the last 2 episodes, which we filmed all in one night, but 3 weeks for you because the painting aspect of this is going to take the longest. Episode 1 we did Empire Toy Shop mystery boxes, and we got a figure we had to use. Mine that I had to use was, here's Dubon's lower torso. I had to use Dubon. Which one did you have to use?
I used her
Lady
torso.
Avarana, that's her?
I'm not...
Which figure did you have to use?
I had to use this
Xylarian Guard.
That's
the Xylarian Guard.
There, yeah.
And then in episode 2, we picked from our supply of Mythic Legions two other figures to use, and then Kent sent us some bonus accessories, so we picked from that as well. Here we are in episode 3, which is going to be the first time that we're going to give you an overview of the parts and pieces that we plan to use in our character, as well as a first glimpse at a character name and potentially faction and so forth. There will be 6 episodes in this series, so that's episode 3. Episode 4 next week, you will see progress of painting and assembling and some of that. It won't be a finished project. It'll be in the middle of painting. And then like thoughts on, I didn't know it was going to be this hard, or whatever the case may be. That'll be scattered across like multiple clips rather than sitting down talking to you. Then in episode 5, you will get the full name and character backstory. You won't get to see the character yet, but you'll get the full backstory with narration and information about them. Then in character 6 will be the final reveal and our thoughts on doing this, if we're going to continue to customize and so forth. So in this episode, we're going to talk about what parts we think we're going to use primarily, and a little bit about the backstory. So who wants to go first? You want me to go first?
I want Brian to go first, because your characters felt like a mystery.
All right, so my character's name will be something like Elam Stoneback. Elam Stoneback. He is a dwarf. He is from the House of the Noble Bear, and you'll learn more about why he's called Stoneback when we get to our full reveal. But, so what I have done is I have taken the torso from Dubon. So this upper torso, which is just sleeves instead of armor. It's a lighter chest plate. There may be a reason that this gentleman can't have heavy armor in his upper body. Maybe. You'll find out later. So it's got Dubon's upper portion. It is using the neck peg from the Goblin Legion Builder, which obviously is green. The dwarf's not going to be green, so I'm probably going to have to paint or do something about that. It is using the lower body, feet, and legs from the Goblin Legion Builder. It is using the crotch piece from the Deluxe Gladiator Legion Builder and the helmet from the Deluxe Gladiator Legion Builder. And he is going to have this shield in his back from the Deluxe Goblin Legion Builder.
Okay.
So he has to wear a helmet for a specific reason. He has the shield protecting his back for a specific reason. And he does not wear heavy armor on his upper body, but he does on his lower body for a specific reason. Now, what I'm going to have to do, because the colors of Dubon, which are, depending on how you look at it, some people think gray, some people think a light blue. They don't match the armored legs of the Goblin, which are a darker gray. And neither of them obviously match the copper helmet that he is wearing, nor the shield. Now, the shield I may or may not paint. It might be its own color. But what I am going to attempt to do is make the armored portions of him on his lower body, his legs and feet, and the helmet the same color. Different than the Dubon color. I'm not going to try to color match because I know that will be a futile attempt. And I have to do something about the neck peg in some form or fashion, or see if I can find I don't want to use the dwarf neck peg, so this might be his alternate appearance, I don't know. But I don't want to use that neck peg, because if I use it on this, then this dwarf becomes unusable without that neck peg, and I don't want that to happen. So that is Elam. Elam spelled E-L-U-M.
Wow.
Stoneback. Elam Stoneback is my character, and that is the starting point for my dude.
Nice. Do you want me to go next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I am using the legs from my goblin because I'm a short person, and so, you know, channeling. And then I'm going to use some of the fabric pieces from, what's her name? Ava...
Lady Everona or something.
Averona. So I'm going to use some of her cloth pieces and then also layer in, what's the elvish girl?
Artemis.
Artemis Silver.
Yes. And I'm going to use some of her cloth pieces and then some of her armor pieces and layer it like that. And then use Averona's top half there. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with the shoulder piece and all that stuff yet, but then I'm going to use this head. And that's all I've got so far.
So you got to get that neck peg out of there.
Yeah, well, yes,
Or will she just work with the...
No, I need to get this neck peg out of here. I was trying earlier, but I was struggling.
I have to warm it up.
Leave with the hairbrush. Not hairbrush, hair dryer.
All right. Kaya.
Okay, so my guy is done so far with using, start from bottom up. We have the boots and legs from, what's his name? The guy.
Xylarian Guard.
No, the other guy.
Lord Bardrick.
Yes, Bardrick from Bardrick, except for his right foot is a hoof from Kratos.
Okay.
Moving up, his the inner loincloth thing is from Bardrick, but the outer cloth is from Kratos, and he has two belts, one from Xylarian Guard, I believe, and the other one is from name left me again.
Bardrick?
Bardrick, thank you.
Poor Lord Bardrick.
And his shirt is from Xylarian Guard, and his two arms are his Bardrick's, with this piece that was also Bardrick's, and I have the Bardrick head on with the Bardrick neck peg. And he also has...
What is on there from Xylarian Guard?
Xylarian Guard is the torso and one of the belts.
Okay.
And he comes with a satchel, which I got from Kratos, and this wooden axe. And actually, all of his accessories are from Kratos. And so far for him, I'm not fully sure on a first name yet, but I do know that his last name is I already forgot it. It's I think it's Greytail.
Greytail?
No. Gray something. Left me.
Greystone?
It was Greystone, thank you. It's Greystone. So I just know his last name's gonna be Greystone. And I know a little bit about his backstory. But as far as factions and all of that stuff, I do not know yet.
So you just had half of a last name ready for this video.
No, she had the other. She just forgot what she had picked.
The Greystone. And for his first name, I was thinking something along the lines of
Barry.
Argon, Argoth.
Barry.
Not Barry.
No. Poor Barry.
I cannot figure out how these shoulder thingies rest on the figure. I don't know what it is. I can't. It doesn't just want to rest naturally. Oh, is it supposed to go over an
It probably
arm?
hooks over the arm.
And one more thing that I just remembered.
That's what my guess is. And you bring it down.
On the Xylarian Guard, the Xylarian Guard has a little piece of fabric in front of him in place of the Under Armour area, and it's a wonderful
Under
soft
Armour
good.
area.
Oh,
And
no copyright.
I found a way to make it into a cape. So now he has a soft good posable mini cape.
Oh, I did forget to add on my wings, however.
Some wings. I think I maybe would get the neck peg out of Bardrick's head, which matches the shirt, and that would be very good if I could do that. So what about painting? Are either of you gonna have to paint anything?
Yes.
Well, I'm still trying to decide on whether or not I want to stay within the rules.
Of the community's
Cabal.
pop and swap?
Yeah.
Where you don't paint anything?
Yeah. So I'm
And
still
enter it in the official pop and swap contest?
Yes. Trying to decide.
I know.
You can do both. You can have it without paint. We can enter in the contest, and then you can alter it if you want to.
Oh.
I know that I will need to paint like his armor, because his armor is from many different people who all have different shades of silvers and coppers. So I'm gonna have to make that as one like solid color.
I was very lucky that the goblin armor matches up
Is
with
it the same shade
yes.
as Lady Averona?
It is. It is.
So you have a lot of painting?
Yeah, and his face is gonna need painting, because I'm going with a semi how I was originally doing it, but like earlier in the timeline of my brain.
I mean, you're talking to a bunch of people that have no idea what you're
Sorry.
talking about.
So they don't know. Okay.
Why would they know?
Sorry, I didn't know if it was on the video. So the original idea for this was for me to create a face that was like
No,
half
the
me.
original idea in her mind, not for this.
Oh, for my mind, for this character, not this like pop and swap, but for the character, was to have a like magic gone wrong, where half the face was an animal or creature and the other half was human, and that would be way too complex to do this, and it would be outside the rules of this. So I'm instead going to be changing up the story for him a little bit and making it where same premise, just that his deformity is going to be more like parasitic and slowly taking over himself. So I'm going to have the start of scarring and like...
So she's got to do a lot of face situations.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of face stuff and a lot of like his...
So
torso
Kaya
and
is
sleeves.
firmly in the I'm either going to win or be last by a great country mile.
Yes.
Because I cannot accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. She's in one or the other mindset. She's going swinging for the fences. Swinging for the fences.
Is that a good or bad thing?
That depends on whether you hit a home run or strike out.
Yeah.
People that hit lots of home runs get paid money. People that strike out get fired.
I hope I don't get fired.
So we
Well,
will
you can't
see.
get fired, but
I know.
So that is where we are at. So the next video will have paint updates, which we will probably do over the weekend and have some updates to that. You're going to watch this. By the time you're watching this, we're probably almost done. But especially this video, we've probably finished. So if you're in the Mythic Legions Cabal, you'll see voting for these. I'll make a post when the final video airs. But we don't want to take a month to do this. We want to take a little bit of time, because if we really like this, we want to get to other projects. So that is what we're doing. This Pop and Swap Challenge is specifically Mythic Legions, but there are plenty of people that customize using the core Mythic Legions and then get stuff from other stuff, Marvel Legends, McFarlane figures, whatever the case may be, or 3D printed. So that may be the next evolution. But that's where we're at. Episode 3 of this. I don't know what she's doing. I am not using the bird.
Oh.
I did not hear anyone using the bird.
I
still
thought about
could
using the bird, but I'm like,
use
if
the
my
bird.
if my girl has wings, it would be weird to have a in-flight bird
That's
on
true.
her arm.
That's true. I
If
do wish they
she's-
had some closed wing options on this. They are beautiful. They are beautiful.
They are very.
I could still use the bird yet, so I haven't talked about accessories at all, and there may be a reason for that within the character story. So, thank you for joining us, episode 3. Next one will be probably a very frustrated me.
Paint progress.
Probably her that is nowhere near as far along as she should be when we're filming it, and Natalie done. That's probably what the next step will be.
Yeah.
Somebody that's 1% done, somebody's 100% done, somebody that just says, screw it, I don't want to finish because I got paint somehow on my taint.
Oh.
That's probably what'll happen. We'll see that next time. Squeeze it!
What's taint?
That's the